All right. This is Laxin at the Lair, where we talk about the good things going on in Denver.
Episode number
59. I am Chuck Gibson and my co-host
Travis Dowdy with our two very special guests today. We'll start with you.
My name's Steve.
And I'm Keith.
And we're from
Foxridge 2Night.
Yep. We're from the suburbs.
And what
And
are we
you
doing?
try stuff.
And we try
And
stuff.
we try stuff. That's what you do in the suburbs.
Speaking of trying stuff, I
That's
know
right.
you guys always start out with a cocktail. Talk about what cocktail you guys are rocking tonight.
Yeah. Keith, take it away, man.
So
He's our bartender, by the way. Keith.
if you look at, I got to look it up again. Okay, it's called the Batanga. And so it actually...
Of course it is.
God help me.
You guys always have the craziest
It
names.
sounds awesome, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it was invented in the 1960s in La Capilla rather, which is in, it's the oldest bar in Tequila, Jalisco. And so it is, as you might suspect, a tequila drink. And it's not really like, whatever. We try and do fancy drinks sometimes, but this is super chill.
Yeah.
It's 2 ounces of Fuck Yes Tequila. It's
Our wonderful sponsor.
there.
He's a distributor, gets it
Right
from
up there,
Mexico.
yeah. And Coke and half a lime and salt. That's it. It's
Per drink. Per drink.
Coca-Cola. I mean, or
Depends whether you're in
cola.
Colombia or not.
We were talking
So
about
that's-
it says chilled cola, but we all know that's Coke. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Just like when your mom said shoot.
Well, it depends
it's
on
a
where you're making it
different-
from scratch, using corporate.
Right, exactly. And we're not corporate.
well,
we're not sponsored. So
Yeah.
You guys are...
this is what a Batanga looks like. Cheers.
Cheers. You guys run a podcast. We run a podcast.
We do.
I got to ask the question. How did you find out about the Lions Lair? What brought you here? Why are you here right now?
So am I going to start this one, Steve?
Yeah, let's tell
Okay.
the story, and then we'll go back in history. So it'll be like in the TV episodes,
Yeah.
15 hours earlier, right?
No.
So to be fair, I went to East High School, right?
I did too.
So I walked by this place 1,000 times, I'm sure. But I didn't know about it because I left. I mean, you could drink back then, but only 3-2 beer, right? So I never stopped here to drink. And then I was off to the Army, and I came of age there in the Army. Anyway, the way we discovered this place,
Thanks
or
for
I
service.
did, like
May I ask, what was your occupation in the Army?
I was a 17 Charlie, which was counterfire computer. Well, it went to, so it was target acquisition using sound flash, which is World War II technology,
Yep.
which they wiped out. Like, as soon as I got there, they were trying to turn in all of our equipment.
Sure.
They're like, Keith, you want to stay with these guys or do you want to do radar? And I'm like, all right, let's do radar. That's technology. Okay. And then they got too many radar guys, and then I was counterfire computer operator. Then I went to Korea, and because I'm a smart ass, I ended up driving for lieutenant colonel.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, you want to talk about a cushy gig.
So,
Yeah.
so it's
I
like
mean-
driving Miss Daisy.
He was a funny dude. Anyway.
Okay. 3 miles.
And I'll tell you a story after that.
All right, so I just started, another company hired me to do some outside sales for them, and they got me business cards, and the business cards, well, they never came to my house. They went to Demi's house.
Really?
Yeah. And so I get this call. Random. I get this call from Demi, and she's like, I answered, yeah, this is Keith. She's like, well, I kind of knew that because it says this on your cards, but, your cards are at my house, and, like, you were easy to get a hold of. And so I'm like, she's like, you can come by and get them, or, I'm part owner of a bar in, Colfax, and, you could pick them up there. And I was like, so I start telling Steve this story.
So Keith's telling me the story, and I'm like, please tell me it's the Lions
He
Lair.
did. He said that. He's like, I was like, how the fuck did you know that? It was crazy.
How did you know that? Like, did you know of Demi and, like, the whole crew here?
No, he
or-
didn't know.
Well, I've been here many times before, but this was so just like the universe has said, Keith needs to figure out and get here.
Okay.
It's
Yes.
so weird.
And then we got to talking about we do a podcast, and then she's like, we do a podcast. And anyway, it was that's how we ended up here tonight.
Was it the podcast business cards that went there? Or was
No,
it your
no,
real
outside.
job?
No,
like,
my day job that actually
Oh,
pays
damn,
something,
okay.
right? Yeah. And so it was just bizarre. So I found out, I'm like, how did that happen? Like, I live in Centennial. How did they end up,
Was it
in
just like
Denver?
one digit wrong on the address or something?
No. So it turns out that the place Demi lives in, the owner of the company I work for, her brother owns the place that she just moved into.
Oh, shit. Their new house?
She just
Okay.
moved.
All right.
Wow, that's like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Is that the weirdest?
Still weird,
like,
right?
That's even weirder than just showing up at some random
I
house.
think it's cool because she's like, oh, you do a podcast on signature cocktails? I think we'll be all right.
Well, in terms of her normal
Can't be all
bookers, like
bad.
other podcasters are not her MO. Like, so.
And we talk about two things, which is cocktails and music.
Yes,
So,
which
that's
we
what we
also
talk
do
about,
here
right?
as
Yeah.
well.
Which
We go all over,
Makes
but
good
it's
sense.
always about the good things going on in
Now,
Denver.
to
It's
do
really
second part
hard.
of your question, Steve, I know has a history with the Lair, so
Yeah.
I really want to hear about that. Of how did you find the Lair initially?
Well, I've grown up in Denver my entire life. So we used to go see movies when the Aladdin Theater was just up there, just the next block over. So we'd always drive by it. And when you're on Colfax, you always drive by up and down. So some things are iconic, right? Pete's, the Lair, Arby's, and then everything else.
Arby's is gone.
Wait, there used to be an Arby's down here?
Yeah, there used to be, right?
Oh,
You
shit.
know, I know. My brother worked there for a week, and he's like, I got to quit.
Yeah. And some people-
Well, my brother, we were at Butcher's when I was a kid. It's crazy. But he went to work at Arby's to, like, cut the meat, and he's just like, dude, I don't know. This could be horse.
slice them and
Sorry, he said could be, right?
and a
That's
lot
why
of
they
people,
have horsey sauce.
yeah, and a lot of people believe it's just a front for money laundering, but I think they really sell roast beef. I think that's the
Well,
truth.
I don't know. Is there an Arby's left in Denver?
Depends on which definition.
right? Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
about Denver.
I don't know.
But to get
when,
back to
when
the
did
Lair.
you first come into the Lair? Like, what's
Oh,
your first memory
Gosh,
of the Lair?
Probably the like mid '80s, and then in the '90s, and then we come in and see shows.
So you were
a
here
lot of
before I
shows.
started.
Yeah, and of course everything is flipped. This used to be the booths. The stage was over there,
Yep.
right? So different but the same.
Sound booth is over there.
Yep.
Because you took it over in what, 93-ish?
93. Well, I started working here in 93. I took it over in 95.
That's right.
And then I remember like putting the sound booth over there, and I booked the first band. So
So what was the first band?
Jacks County,
Nice.
they're still around. Oh shit, we need to get them on the podcast.
We should. That would be an awesome
Yeah.
Yeah.
full circle kind of thing. Like when
they just celebrated like 40 years or something.
my first time even
Damn.
visiting Denver, we got my wife, now wife, and I got an Airbnb on like 19th and Race, and I hit this intersection. I was like, oh, this is it. this is where I need to be, and I hadn't even walked in the door yet,
Nice.
and I ended up moving to Cheeseman because we moved here like right when the pandemic hit, and because based on the old fogged thick glass cubes in the front, I thought it was an old strip club, because I mean that's how they were.
I wish.
That's when you
built
were
back
like,
then.
this is
And
it?
so once I moved over here and like lived here, I was like, well, I always wanted to check out what this place is. And I came in, and Tony and Chuck and I became friends, and we've been
Tony.
close friends ever since for 5 years now. And
I don't know. Too much. It's been a lot of
but
fun.
like there's old history here, and I hit this intersection, and I was like, that's the thing. Like, and my wife and I literally spent 6 hours just walking up and down Colfax and falling in love with it. Like,
So,
in 2019,
It's a trip.
and it's amazing. Like,
Yeah, and back in the '60s when it was when you had a lot of the folk scene, so they would travel, and Denver was one of the.
this was like an old
primary-
variety club back then.
Yeah, and
shit.
they
in
would
the
play.
40s was jazz.
They play at the Satire, and then they'd come here.
We had a
and
piano
few
here.
different places.
Satire here, and the Squire all had pianos.
Yeah. Yep.
Piano bars and jazz bands would show up in the 40s
Yeah,
when they opened up.
in the middle of class in history.
So, please, for the audience, can you please tell us your name of the podcast again?
Keith.
So the podcast is Foxridge 2Night. It's on YouTube currently. We're expanding. We're growing.
This is kind of a new era, from my understanding, is you guys had a different version of this, which we also have similar. Chuck's been
Similar,
doing this
yes.
for 5 years. I was a guest on other versions, or a guest host on other
I've
versions
gone
of this
through
before
3
we
guest
started
hosts.
doing the
Yeah.
YouTube thing. And so,
Co-hosts. I've gone through 3 co-hosts.
He hasn't
We started
gone through
out
that.
just doing
We're all friends.
no video. We didn't do any video, and then we started, it was just audio, and it was horrible. I was listening to, and my son does a podcast, and he's like, "Dad, I listen to your podcast. It sounds like you're on transistor radio, and can you get video?" And I ended up getting Pat. I think it was 80 episodes in. And Pat has just really changed this. I mean, we're getting videoed. He edits them. He's amazing. Pat Nagel over there. He's our engineer. Without him, I don't know.
Yeah, our first one was so disjointed. We probably have 25, 30 episodes.
Yep.
Nothing, no consistency. An hour 20 long. We couldn't even figure out what to call ourselves.
No kind of like central focal point kind of thing.
It was like trying to look for a band name. You go, oh, this one's great. Google it. There's 5 others.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So no one has Foxridge tonight, so we bought that.
Nobody had Foxridge tonight.
Where did that name come from?
Well, so
Is that the street
Go ahead.
name in suburbia?
It's
it's actually the neighborhood name.
Yeah.
So we're talking about
I was curious if
what
that
we
links
do
into the
in
the tropes I've
suburbia.
heard.
We try stuff.
And if you remember the old Martin Mull show from the late 70s, which is Fernwood Tonight.
Yep.
So that was kind of like, it kind of
I
sounds
actually
was
do
an
know that, and
inspiration,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
That's awesome.
That is crazy. Yeah, I didn't
I
know
love
about
Martin
that.
Mull. So, yes. But, when we started this, when I started it, these windows were boarded up. Riots were going on down Colfax. And I was like, come on. They finally let us open up again during COVID because I got a pizza oven. I had to serve hot food to open up. We were shut down for a year. And a lot of places are serving food. And
That's amazing you made it.
What we went through and everything, and I just said, you know what? If I can't have bands, let's just do a podcast and talk about the good things going on in Denver.
and talk about
Nice.
right? Yeah.
And the first episode, there wasn't a fucking thing. The only thing we saw was somebody found in their basement a tranquilizers doll and shipped it to Kansas to the guy that owned it. I'm like, well, it'd been better if it went the other way back to Denver, but you found it in Denver and shipped it. That was about it.
We still had some good times during that because they could serve food here because I moved here like my second day of driving was when Colorado lockdown was announced. And so 6 months later when I first heard that if places are serving food, you can go do the 6 foot apart thing is how Chuck and I became friends.
Yeah. And Rocky Mountain Pizza, thank you. This is a great story. I have to say this.
Surprisingly good pizza, I would have to say.
And this is weird because I was in a bar in Inglewood. Nobody was wearing masks. And I'm sitting next to a bar, or next to a guy in the bar. God, I can't remember the name of the bar. But I'm sitting next to him, and I was like, wow. He's like, yeah, this is Inglewood. We don't have to wear a mask. And then I'm just like, man, I can't even open my bar because I can't serve hot food. And he goes, well, my daughter's running Rocky Mountain Pizza. Amanda, God bless you. And he's like, you give her a call right now. I'll give you her personal phone number, and she'll get a pizza oven over there tomorrow and pizzas, and you can open up.
There you go.
And we opened
Unreal.
up. It's
Also, if you've
absolutely
not
true
had their
story.
frozen pizzas, they're actually genuinely delicious.
They're absolutely fucking delicious.
Really? Okay.
we
mention
actually
it
need to
more
get them
often.
on because I need to know where to find it because the only place I could find it was here. That shit needs to be in grocery stores. It
It's
was
only in bars.
legitimately good.
When he started it, was
think I'm
only
on the
for
pizza.
bars, and he because the bars back then, I remember we got Tombstone pizzas and stuff.
And those are trash. Red Bear, all that
whole
crap.
pizza, by the way, Rocky Mountain Pizza, everything's made in Denver. All the ingredients are from Denver farmers, everything, or Colorado, I should say, Colorado. So it's kind of cool, and it's all.
No, it's actually super legit. I need to find a new source of it for sure.
Here.
So so your podcast is named after your neighborhood. So when did kind of all of that start? Of how long have you guys been friends? When the hell to go? We should do a podcast. Kind of start.
God, we've been friends for 20 years now, or maybe
Yeah.
22. So we've known each
Yeah.
other for quite a while. And we started doing this, about 4 years ago?
I think 4. Yeah.
Yeah. And there were 3 of us, and one of them's now a city councilman.
So we have to
now it's
delete
two
all
of us.
previous
Absolutely.
evidence of
Right.
any impropriety.
Yeah, we'll bring it back out
She'll
in 5
never
Did I
be
hear
years.
said
city
in
councilman?
Chad, I see you. No, I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Yeah,
I was gonna run for mayor, but
yeah. In 5 years is when the statute of limitations run out, so we can start maybe bringing.
There you
those
go. At least now maybe you can reference him
Yes.
going
Is it 5 years or
forward.
7? I don't know.
Yeah, I
Do
think
we have
it's
to put it on
well,
hold?
Let's call him Scuba Steve or something else.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Steve.
That
I
would be
didn't-
nice.
I mean,
That'd be nice. But then we
well,
started. So we started this new version. What, about 2 months ago? 3 months ago.
3 months, yeah.
So you want to tell a story about how we came up with the format?
Well, we were.
It's easier if you tell it than I do.
Well, I don't know. We were what my dad would have called a fart in a skillet. We were just all over the place. We didn't know. So we needed to have some kind of a format. And we knew that we loved, just chatting and just riffing off of subjects.
Mm-hmm.
So in the previous version, I was still the cocktail guy. And I'm a decent cocktail bartender sort of guy. My wife is fantastic. She's an incredible bartender. Yeah,
Well, if you
And
only
girls
the
always
last
make
2
more
episodes
money.
of this
That's why
newest
we're
era
with them.
it's in your basement because your bar's incredible.
it's actually on the main level of the house.
Okay.
where's
Yeah.
the bar? What,
Even
what
has
about
on the
bar?
side of my
basement
house.
vibes to it,
On the
which I
side
really
of your
love.
house. you
Well,
have a
it's
bar?
it's inside, yeah. So
Is it a
it's
legal bar where you have a liquor license?
Oh no! I just I'm not.
Personal
I don't take
collection
money
is
for
on
it.
house,
I
but there's
just
so many more bottles than I own. I can tell you that.
what we
much.
do at our bar is we
I
turn.
was just questioning it because, man, I'd like to open a bar next to my house. I have the room too. I got a backyard. We could put a bar
We never
in the
see you
backyard,
again, Chuck,
man.
if you did
Ooh, I
that.
got to
But
look
we-
into it.
I think
We'd
if you-
never see him if he opened a bar next to his house. So please continue.
Oh, that's true. So
But if you call it a club, it's legal. So that's the difference.
that's right. That's right. You have to charge a membership.
Yeah.
No, what we do at that bar, at our house, it's a decent bar. So it's just an additional room that's like built on outside of the fireplace, but it's still inside. It's still air conditioned and all that. And we turned it into a ski themed Colorado style bar. And we appreciate a nice beverage, so it's stocked pretty well.
Yep.
Got old school, turntable, and you can't see the speakers. They're massive that are in there. Old, just based on 70s kind of style.
All right, we're
So we
talking
started
after.
with
I'm
that.
bringing a collection of vinyl over, and we're hanging
Let's
out.
do it. Let's do it. And
Between the two of us, we got
shitload
so
of vinyl.
anyway, to make a short story long, that's my specialty. We always start with a cocktail. So even in the last version, we started with a cocktail. So we thought, all right, we're going to do this. Steve and I just wanted to do it because it's like man therapy. We get to
Sure.
just sit around and just vent and talk about stuff and
have
have a good
cocktails.
time and have cocktails. So we always started with a cocktail just to lube the tracks a little bit, and then we started talking about music, and then it sort of evolved. We have the sombrero of destiny, which you'll see later.
And the story.
yes.
So I walk into Keith's house and he goes, "So what do we need?" I go, I need a pad of paper, a pen, scissors, and a sombrero. He disappears for 2 minutes and comes down with a piece of paper, pen, scissors, and a sombrero.
I had all those things in the
And
house.
we brought the sombrero of destiny with us tonight.
Yes,
So
which
we,
Yeah,
we
some
needed a way
version.
to choose what venue or whatever it is about Denver that
Are
we
we
were
all
going to
leaving
talk
here
about.
tonight and going to that venue?
right?
let's go.
I'm not driving.
yeah. Whichever venue we pull out of
We're gonna Uber.
sombrero of destiny,
They
we
want
all
me to
have
do
to
a
find
second
last
bar,
minute
right?
tickets
That's right.
for tonight.
That's right. Plus, it helps
Let's
us
go.
being random.
I
'cause
mean,
that means
as long as it's on one of y'all's bank accounts and not mine, I'm into it.
And that's fair. It is, yeah. Well,
Hey, we might use this for a write-off.
Does anybody in the audience want to start a
there we go.
GoFundMe for a
I
ticket?
mean, if it's
that's
It's
a
like-
business expense.
It's crazy because my son he does a podcast. It's 2.5 sons, and it literally has 20,000 followers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's insane. So he's like, hey, I've been trying to get him on my podcast forever. Come on, son, help us out, boost this a little bit.
We'll eventually have that crossover, but like music and
Yeah,
podcasting
sorry,
is
sorry.
what links us. And like,
Yeah.
I know you guys have seen a few episodes. It's like
Yeah,
normally
absolutely.
we have a musician or a band or comedian come in and perform for 30, 45 minutes because we just love highlighting not only those bands and the layer of as like one of the last true independent venues that is left in the Denver area. And I know you guys love to talk about venues.
Yep.
So before we even get into the Sombrero of Destiny, because I know what's in the Sombrero of Destiny, from my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, is each token is a different venue.
That's correct.
That's correct. Yep.
Can I ask, because if you don't mind me stealing this question,
Go for
Chuck,
it. Do you like the next 5
normally we
questions?
ask if we have musicians on here, what is like your first paid gig or whatever, is we'd like to ask you, what is your favorite show that you've seen at a venue? Now, you could also flip it. If you want to call out your favorite venue, you call out your favorite venue instead of favorite show. But, I mean, what's your favorite show that you've seen in the Denver area?
Oh, man. That's almost impossible.
Because I think we can get to the venue conversation
really
later. But what is your favorite show? Or let's not even go true favorite, a favorite. Just so that way they take the pressure off of it a bit.
Yeah,
a favorite.
I'll tell you one, and it actually involves this lovely place right here, the Lion's Lair. So it was 2002. So it was Reverend Horton Heat. And if you're going to Google
Holy shit!
if you're going to
see
Google
Reverend
band,
Horton Heat
I got a great story.
Oh
with
my
this.
god!
be very careful when you Google the next band, because it was Nashville Pussy opened up.
That's my friend Karen, man.
Don't go to
fucking
.com,
rocked that
say
bass.
band.
And
Say band.
if you'd imagine it, if the camera could pan, so this is a pretty,
insane.
I'd say, intimate bar. But I remember standing right there, and Reverend Horton Heat was on this guy's shoulders, walking around the end of the bar.
That's amazing.
Because again, the stage was there, and he's sitting there. He's probably this close, and he is just wailing, and it was loud, and it was
Horton Heat's a monster too.
You know, he played 2 nights. I was wondering if you went to the Friday one or the Saturday. Do you remember?
I think it was the Friday one.
Okay. Well, because during, he's like, hey, he did like a couple shows here, but he's like, hey, Tony, we want to, is there, well, it was my other partner, Doug, back then. Can we borrow the bar like Saturday morning to practice? They were doing a Christmas album.
That's
And
sad.
I said, hey, I got my kids, but I'll come down and open up. And he's like, oh, that's cool. Bring your kids. And my kids fucking loved the Reverend. And they were like 8 and 10. And they were just like, play the steak song. He was like, I haven't played that forever. I don't think he ever played a Christmas song. and like the first thing he does, he comes up to me, can I get the Jägermeister? I'm like, sure. And I had him a shot of Jaeger. He was like, can I get that in a pint glass? So the second show was a little crazier than the first. But what a fun time. He is an amazing guy.
They had that big bus parked right out here in this first lane, shut down traffic, and the guitar player for Nashville Pussy just played this 16th notes all night long in this beautiful telly. And it was a hell of a show. So
Are you guys musicians?
I am.
Steve is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Did you ever get the chance to play the Lair?
No, but I went to debut our next trio at the Lair. We'll talk about that afterwards.
Okay.
Awesome.
yeah, but
It would be awesome.
the Reverend was a very nice guy, and it happened to be my ex baby mama wife's birthday, and he signed and gave her all kinds of stuff, or even signed records and everything for her because she was working, she couldn't make it. And it was like, you really missed out. It was just me and the kids and the band. We just sat here and like, oh my God, it's so much fun.
But that was a hell of a show. So what about you, Keith?
Yeah.
Just a favorite show.
Favorite. So
in the Denver area.
in the Denver, I can't remember if it was the Fillmore or the Ogden, but I saw JJ Gray and Mofro.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
And it was just, it was kind of funny because my wife was with me, and it was all dudes. And we're just all just like entranced, and we're just like, I was just in the zone. And Molly's like, this is a sausage fest. Like, what's going on here? Like, and she wasn't into it. She didn't like it that much. I mean, she liked it, but
Why wouldn't you?
for me, I was just, it got me. It was
my
so
wife
good.
and I had almost the complete opposite experience about like 3 months ago. There's a band that she really likes that I also really like called Beach Bunny. I went to go see him at Summit, and then we realized that it's only like 14-year-old girls and their moms there. And we're like, oh, we are so out of place right now. I feel so uncomfortable. I'm so stoked I'm here to see her play live because I love her music. But like, goddamn, I didn't know it was this.
You a dad?
Fuck.
Where's your kid?
Yeah, the other person.
And we're just like, no, we're going to keep ourselves.
like,
We're going to
she's
hide
my
in this corner.
Which one is
Goddamn.
yours? Oh, that one over there.
I've been in that situation. When you're
All right. I have a couple questions about your podcast specific, unless you got one that you got
go ahead.
off the top. So I know that you guys do a cocktail for every one of your episodes.
Yep.
How are you choosing those cocktails? I've heard everything from a guy on YouTube to I researched this to like. What do you have any methodology? Like
I should print a cocktail.
It's also fine if you don't, but I was just curious because I've just heard a couple different sources.
Yeah, it depends.
It depends. That's
But like, I mean, like in your mind, you're like, do I want to do a whiskey one this week or a tequila one this week or like?
Sometimes that plays a role. Sometimes it's Steve's like, dude, I saw this guy on YouTube and he made a thing called the Monte Carlo. You want to try it? I'm like, sure.
That was delicious.
It was really good.
You got
It was really good.
Pussy love.
Nashville pussy.
No. It's pussy love.
I'm just gonna say that multiple times so we
It's
get
a 7-layer
demonetized on
cocktail
YouTube.
in France. It's a pussy love something.
Haven't tried it. Gonna look it up.
Yeah, it's 7 layers.
probably have to make
it's
my
the most
wife-
difficult cocktail to make.
So my daughter is a bartender. Maybe I'll get her to do it.
Oh my God. You watch the video.
Or Molly will.
Well, there are some that say like 4 level, 5 level, but the real one from France is 7 level. 7 different colors. And they look like all the way
They
up.
have to float them all the way.
It's a Pussy Cafe.
Pussy Cafe?
Yes.
That actually makes sense if
that
you
sounds good.
I'll remember that.
I watch
down,
those
like,
pussy cocktails and all that.
It's almost you're looking at different viscosities.
I
throughout
have not
yeah.
attempted that. I had a girl ask me if you could make her a banana daiquiri. I was like, I'm sorry, girl, we're out of daiquiri today. She's like, oh, okay, I'll have.
Then how about a Jameson? Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
how many people come to your bar? I mean, like
Oh, it's just neighbors.
just neighbors?
No, yeah. What we like to do is turn perfectly nice people into drunk people.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what
you do too.
does.
Which
I
Oh,
just
here we
watched
go.
The Burbs, the movie The Burbs.
The burbs.
Dude, that was a fucking incredible movie. Is it the same in your neighborhood? Like you got a neighbor that's all creepy and you hide from them.
yeah.
I'm actually going to dig into that in a second in a different
Okay.
way, but we do have a
This is the Colfax cocktail, which Mark
Thorn.
Colfax
Colfax Kool-Aid.
Colfax Kool-Aid. We only have 2 of them.
Oh.
makes.
I will get these because I was telling Keith about these.
We only have
last
2.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
gotcha.
when we proposed cocktails for tonight's thing, Colfax Kool-Aid was the first one because I heard about it from Steve, who Mark made one.
Yeah, if you know the Colfax Cookie Monster, you know about Colfax Kool-Aid.
I have a lying bitch. That's my
So
job.
to everybody who has a Colfax Kool-Aid, cheers.
What do you do? Shoot these?
Lunch.
What's the rule? You
I ain't got
Yeah,
Shoot it.
just
Here we go.
Cheers,
cheers.
I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't
Cheers.
have one. How is it?
So nice, right?
It kind of tastes
So
like something
nice.
you drink in college, but a little bit smoother.
yeah, a little smoother. It still tastes like Tomorrow Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a Colfax Cookie Monster, so sugar is involved.
Dude, that's a song. Tomorrow hurts.
Yeah.
But that is so good, right?
God, that's good.
That tastes like tomorrow's gonna hurt.
Yeah. That's also how I feel about this podcast because my
Every time we do
my
it.
day job.
I-
This
no,
podcast hurts my
It's
day
gonna
job at 8:30 every Monday
gonna
morning.
hurt.
Yes.
I mean, me and Mark are deciding who's going to drive right now.
So I want to
We're
get
gonna be lifting.
If you don't mind, kind of circling back to the origins of your podcast and stuff. It's like, do you guys actually live in that same neighborhood?
yeah.
And
We're
how
like
far away do you live from each other?
block
Because
and
you
a
had to
half.
call that if you
Yeah,
guys have to
block
both
and a half.
be a part of it. I would assume.
Yeah. So we can stumble to each other's houses or home from each other's houses.
That's
yes.
amazing. Like, can you give me an approximate distance? Like, is it 4 houses, a block and a half?
It's a block and a half.
Yeah.
Block and a half. You got to
Yeah.
turn a
Up a
corner.
block, turn
You
a
do.
corner.
You got to turn a corner to do it.
Corner, yeah.
Because I love that, like, there was one moment on your podcast that it was like, yeah, I mean, like, technically I'm in an HOA, and then the other was like, I'm in, like, a voluntary HOA. Or
Well, it's
like
the
some
same,
shit.
yeah.
It's the
But
same voluntary HOA.
Yeah, which we volunteer not to be part of.
Good. As you
Yes,
should. 'Cause
fuck that
if
shit.
there is one detriment
Paint
to
your house
suburban
bright pink,
society.
see what the fuck happens. Say, I'm sorry, I'm gay, and I want my house pink, and fuck off.
Yeah.
I did stir it up a
Exactly.
little bit.
Call 9 News.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Absolutely right. So for me, it's great because I have to walk uphill to his house and downhill afterwards.
Oh, that's the best.
So
Okay,
you
so
can
at least
walk
you're
downhill
sober
home.
walking up.
So him, it's the other way around.
Drunk
So, yeah.
walking down.
Yeah,
He's
we-
like,
perfect.
I now for the last 6 years have lived with my best friend since 6th grade, and he puts up with me and my wife, and it's amazing. It's the best thing in the world. He has the
That's
entire
crazy.
upstairs to our house. We have the downstairs, and so it's almost like separate apartments, and we just share a kitchen,
Nice.
and it's wonderful. I highly recommend of living near your close friends, but having enough space where you're not college roommating it again, is truly wonderful.
It's funny because at my house, I live on the west side of town, Federal in Florida. I have a huge lot, small, tiny house. The guy next to me is trying to buy, I guess it's a 3 lot. He's trying to buy my back 2 lots so he can build houses back there because he's building houses over here. And the other side, he owns all. And I'm like, maybe I'll build a bar.
Yeah.
That's
I think it's commercial property. It's mixed.
Really?
Well, especially if they
I know
rezone
across
it
the
that
street is
way.
commercial property.
That'd
Yeah.
be dope.
So
Speaking of that, I'd love to
just
come
built a
over and take
shack.
over your bar sometime because I love the dynamic
A
of
what
you
now?
standing
A
up with
shack.
you sitting down
shack.
at the bar.
Yeah.
As
in
the
Florida.
bartender
That'd be
patron.
So tell me a story,
Yeah.
Keith.
Yeah.
I'll bring that. Pat, please cut that out.
What was that?
There is one dynamic of like since you guys started doing video that I love is you standing up and him sitting down at your bar to where it's almost the bartender patron relationship, but you guys are homies to it. Is like I want to come in and take that over if we ever do a crossover
we
episode.
are
That
going
way.
Come over.
Like,
Yes,
and you and
so
you and I
lovely coming
bartend and we
over.
have these two sit down and we serve them
I
drinks.
love it.
Oh,
And
that
talk
sounds
at him. See,
perfect.
this man served me so many
I'll
drinks. If
serve you a
anything,
lion,
it's
bitch.
due.
That's your bar.
A lion bitch.
If
That's
anything,
my
it's due that I
signature shot.
bartend for this
That's
man. I'm
the
even trying to
signature?
have him
Okay.
hit my wing spot this week. So, like,
So for us, the reason we do the sombrero of destiny is we don't.
I
like,
was just about to bring
we
that
don't
up.
like we don't like to plan. That's
Yeah.
like too much work.
You think this has a plan?
That's why we like it.
Hey, we emailed each other.
My signature
Closest
drink,
to a
I'll
plan,
give you
right?
the ingredients over my dead body.
But,
Yep.
but the sombrero of destiny is clearly the anchoring point,
It is
from my understanding of what I've watched and listened to from you guys.
Yep.
And it's just venues.
Just venues.
It's just venues.
And you guys
So
got
you gotta-
specific like chips made, from my
Yeah.
understanding.
Get the sombrero.
I think it
Is
may
it
be time
ready?
to.
Is it ready? Is it time?
I think it's time to
Is
bust
it
it
time?
out.
All right.
It's time.
See if I can
It's
reach
done.
this thing.
Because it's all just different venues, and I think we should go around and either.
And I
Who-
think we
who's
have.
bigger?
So we probably have about 50 different venues because these go all the way back to the
That's
right.
70s.
Some venues that don't
it's
exist
like
anymore.
35.
How long do you
No,
like?
Things like that. So I
These-
can only
these
comment on so
venues
many, but I
are
try to.
venues.
Yeah.
I've been at almost every open venue I think that's around right now because my wife and I go to about 25 to 30 shows a year.
That's cool.
And I've been to, I think, just about everything. I loved your thing about Mercury Cafe on the last episode. So I now live around the corner from the new location, which now changed names, but I now live around the corner from that. And that felt very,
Nice.
very
Yeah,
cool.
and I missed the Mercury Cafe twice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, both
Two
times.
iterations of it. Yeah.
Well,
Smiling.
Yeah, so
maybe
the-
let's do multiple venues.
So
Let's-
these guys, yeah, those that are in here are venues basically that one or both of us knows something about or has been to a
Sweet.
show there.
Are they
So
all?
there may
it's a show venue.
there may be venues that are
Or
that
long
exist that we just
past,
haven't
or-
been to. Just we tried to pick stuff mainly
Sure.
from Steve's brain.
There's
let
a
Chad
layer in
pick
there,
first.
right?
There is a layer in there.
What if I pick
From
my-
my understanding, actually, we were talking before the show, and they said they held off on talking about the layer.
Right. It came out of the sombrero once, but we knew we were doing this, so
Yep.
we thought we'd save it.
Yep.
So
So
Chuck, you're going to
do
choose
you mind if
from
Chuck-
the
do you
mind if
Sombrero
Chuck
of Destiny?
picks?
I think
Yeah.
it'd be perfect
He's
if Chuck
choosing.
picks.
It's in 3 font. I hope you can read it.
I can't.
Oh, that's not my Ring notification. That's somebody else's Ring camera going off.
Oh, this is wild card. That means you can just choose any venue you want. Do you want to do that? Is that kind of a weenie? Do you want to try something else?
No, I'll choose the venue.
Okay.
Have you been
Go
to
for
the
the wild.
404?
No.
Oh, we got to talk to you about Bar 4.
Talk about
I'm
the
booking
404.
shows there like once every couple of months, and Jeannie and Carrie are amazing people that own it, and we're kind of sister bars. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're on South
Oh,
Broadway
that's cool.
near, what is it?
We always have
Laughing
our
Goat
bands,
or whatever
everything.
that's right over there.
Yeah.
Nice.
they come in
Okay.
here, I go over
They're
there.
at 404 Broadway. That's why they're called Bar 404.
Broadway.
amazing pizza.
Okay.
Good friends of the bar as well, and good
Yeah.
friends of ours. Like,
Yeah.
we love them so much. We're actually gonna get them on. I'm pretty sure pretty soon of a band
my
of
God,
their
yeah,
choosing.
that was-
Like, yeah.
Very cool.
And then let them pick a band. Oh my God, that'll be crazy.
No, they're. If you haven't been there, that's now a new venue for y'all.
There we go.
There you go.
And we can
I'm
put
pretty
it
sure
in
they
the-
do
in the
correct me if I'm
sombrero.
wrong, Chuck. They do like a jazz night once a month. They do a variety of different types of stuff.
They do Tuesday as a blues jam,
Yep.
and then they have like I don't know. They're just trying to survive.
You can kind of just
I
walk
like
in there
a
almost
blues
any
jam.
night, and some
I'm down
band
for
is on
that.
their big stage. Like it's kind of built like in a way like Goosetown is, of like one half of the bar is big stage, open floor area. Second side of it is a giant long bar that you can go hang out in and go walk into the stage room or not.
Very cool. Yes.
Yeah, they're and really good food. I would
Yes.
absolutely agree to that. I went there, I think, for a freaking Florida Gators game for basketball. When it, originally
Nice.
from Jacksonville, like, and yeah,
Now you two, I don't
and
know.
I went there
What's
for
Gainesville
yeah, it
or
was a Gator
Jacksonville?
game. Like one day, I was like, holy crap, there are people here. Like this is awesome. Like, and then I saw the whole stage, and they have a giant stage. It's a great room.
Yeah, they let me play their book shows. That's awesome.
Here, no, we'll
Here, I
go
think-
down the line.
Do you have a wild card, Keith?
Yeah, no, go down the line.
check
Keith
the-
is next.
he-
We'll
he
end
drew
with
the
me.
wild card.
We'll end
so
with
usually
me.
when we draw, it's a
That's
bar that
awesome.
Steve's been to because when I came of age, I wasn't here.
Sure.
Like I went to
I mean,
the Army
I've
and
only
then I went
lived
to
here for
Seattle.
6 years, so for all I
Okay.
know, I'm going to pull up a venue that doesn't exist anymore.
I don't
So
know,
go
3
Keith
years
first.
before
Let's
I
go down the
joined
line.
I'm
as
gonna
well.
draw.
And if I suck, we'll go back to you guys, and we'll just cut it out of the podcast.
I think I was 17 when I got my phony ID.
Betcher Concert Hall.
Never went.
I've never been.
I've never
Steve.
been there.
So so it was the Uplift Mofo Christmas party. So it was December '87 with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's an amazing title to a
Holy
show. Is
motherfuck.
Uplift Mofo Christmas
Christmas
Party.
party.
With the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
With the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And
Damn.
that
Were
was
they in
back.
their underwear?
Yeah, that was back when Hillel Slovak
covered
was
in
still the
little
guitar
penis.
player.
Or just a sock.
Yeah.
All right, so this
Sock.
one's going
I'm
to count for
sorry.
you, Steve. now,
Sock.
apparently.
So it literally was. That's when they just wore the sock. So
Holy shit!
so
In that era, that's amazing.
and it was a beautiful venue, right? It's the old
Were they
Veteran
stuffed?
Concert Hall, and well, it was a tube sock. So we'll
It
give
was a
them that,
tube
right?
sock.
Everyone knows
Literally
about
and
those
figuratively.
shows. They did that, yeah.
Yeah. So
I just think it's Spinal Tap.
yeah, right. So that
Give
was,
Keith another one then, because that
that's-
one's now yours, because
that's
you could
all
answer
legit.
that one.
Hey, by the way, where's it at?
It is in. Well, now it's DCPA. So the
Oh, is it?
Center for
Oh,
Performing
okay.
Arts. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been there, so.
Norman's another place I haven't. I told you this is mostly places Steve's been. I've only been to a few
I'm
places.
terrified.
You guys been
We
to
got a couple
Norman's.
shout outs for Norman's.
I
There
have
you go.
no idea what the fuck
Yeah.
Norman's is. This is the first time I've ever heard that name. I'm sorry. They're gone?
No, I'm so terrified
Yeah.
about pulling
Now
it.
it is American Financing, which is so weird. I swear to God. So,
Not
yeah.
ironic. Not
So the
ironic.
complete opposite
Never
of punk
went to
rock.
Norman's.
So, but
so
Tom-
you're talking. You put a bar in there that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, there's a whole bunch of them. That's on there.
Mercury
I'm gonna have to
Cafe,
dig
yeah.
deep, I guess.
But for this one, for the crowd in the back, this one of the stories there is seeing
I'm just
butthole
gonna keep going
surfers.
until I find them.
And
shit.
so they'd come out where this girl on stage would do a reverse striptease. So she'd start out and then add more clothes as the show went on. And this one kid was so wasted, he was trying to sell acid to an Aurora cop outside. And the cop was like, "You go home." "No, man, really? I got some good stuff." The cop's like, "Go home." He finally went home.
All right. I'm pulling 2 because I feel like the first one's a cop out, which is Red Rocks.
Red
Oh,
Rocks,
it's so
right?
easy,
Yeah.
No, but I would like to talk about my favorite show that I ever saw at Red Rocks is, have you guys ever listened to the band Lake Street Dive before? Do yourself a favor if you love just like old early 60s rock of just that old groove before the psychedelic era of just good groove shit.
Dude, I played Red Rocks.
I'm all about the groove
There's been a
shit.
band I've seen 8 times live in multiple states, and my best friend, shout out to Steven, got me and my wife and him, and we even flew out my sister for. We had center first row Red Rocks tickets for them playing with the Colorado Symphony. And it was 2 years ago. It was one of the most mind-blowing shows I've ever been to. I've been to about 10 shows at Red Rocks since I've lived here in 6 years. And that show, because the band means so much to me and there's such high quality, and to see him in that context was just mind-blowing.
Before you move on, I played Red Rocks at noon on a Saturday in front of my family. It's fucking
Love that
killing
everyone in the
our
room
mind.
went, what?
I literally had a bunch of tourists clapping when I was done playing and singing. That place is amazing. Like
Right.
I had my son all the way up at the very top. He's like, Dad, I can hear everything.
Amazing.
Yeah,
It's
without a mic. That was built during the New Deal, so it was a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah,
of.
like 30s and 40s.
It saved Denver.
Incredible.
Truly. And it's been an iconic venue like I've been wanting to go to for most of my life ever since it opened. And the other one that I actually pulled was Lion's Lair.
Legitimately-
Well, there you go. You guys should keep,
And I want to give
you should
I want to
keep
give a
that
special shout out to a show that happened. What was it? 3 Saturdays ago when Street Deacons was up here, friend of the pod and all that. Love those guys, but their bassist couldn't make it, so their lead guitarist and lead singer stepped back and played bass, and his dad come up and play lead guitar.
No way.
And,
Oh my God, that
And,
is-
and do lead vocals, and it was fucking awesome. Like it was so good.
They're-
If you guys have not seen Street Deacons yet, like go do yourself a favor.
Okay.
They've now added a keyboardist and shit. Like they're incredible. They got 2 singers that have such different dynamic tones and so much talent.
The fucking drummer too. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's what I'm saying. Is he's one of the singers. Their drummer is one of their singers. He has this like almost R&B
badass.
tone to his
Nice.
Nice.
to his timbre.
So
Like
it's
it's
on the list.
mind blowing. And yeah, apparently,
Yes,
they're
on
going to
the
start
list.
doing First Fridays here with Stephen Lear every month starting in April.
Okay.
I
Lear
swear
is
I didn't
also
pull
an
that
awesome
just to
show.
do that plug, but I swear to God, like if you haven't seen them, do yourself a favor. They come up from the Springs and always tear this place apart. It's so good if you love blues.
Yeah, Stephen Lear brought him in. Stephen Lear is one of my favorite podcasts.
Yeah.
Too. Oh, that guy's incredible.
No, those guys are great. All right.
That's why it's called the Sombrero of Destiny.
Sombrero of Destiny,
There
indeed.
it
Well,
is.
really appreciate you guys sharing that with us so much. I think it's now time for another plug for Fuck Yes Tequila.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're getting ready to talk about the good things going on in Denver. And my friend Chad runs Fuck Yes Tequila, had an amazing podcast, amazing how he started this, and he distributes it and everything. He works his ass off, and I love the guy to death. And I'm glad he sponsors us, and we're going to do a shot.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, and then we'll talk about. This is definitely a good thing, and it was only in Denver. Now he's sprouted out to the Front Range, and I think
Yeah.
Arizona.
What did he
Yep.
say? 38 cities in the Front Range? 38 towns?
Yeah.
Something like 306 establishments or
store-
something
yeah.
like that now. I'm trying to get him into my bar in Uptown 5 Points that I hang out at that's near my house, because
Nice.
if I'm not at that bar, I'm down here because I love Cap Hill so much.
Fuck yeah. All
right. And he knows that I don't drink tequila, so
Did I
this is
trust
not
you?
offensive to him.
You already have a shot.
And then Pat, cut this part out, but do in the order that I sent you. Is that cool? Yeah. Cool. Cheers,
All right.
y'all.
Cheers, y'all.
Here,
To
here.
Fuck yes.
So fuck yes,
Yes,
relax
coming
that
across. There we
Lair.
go. Ooh.
Oh my god.
All right.
God damn, that's good.
That's good.
So-
That's good stuff.
It's really good, isn't it?
No, I met him actually at Davidson's Liquor. He was doing a tasting.
Chad?
And so- yeah.
Chad is an
and-
amazing human being.
And I bought a bottle.
Hell
And,
yeah.
And I sent, well, you probably saw the video I sent of the bar. There was also a picture. I said, coincidentally, in the picture, and my bottle of Fuck Yes Tequila is right up there.
I got a banner I can give you.
I know.
Awesome.
I saw it. That's why I
have
sent,
another one.
that picture. Oh, you got another one?
Yeah, we got one that we're going to send you home with to throw up in your bar whenever you want.
Yeah.
Nice.
In case you're a guy that likes to have
It's-
flags
it's-
around the
that
other general
story is
areas.
incredible. It's incredible what he went through. And
It's your
very
freak flag that you
inspiring.
can fly outside, you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm going to fly that flag.
As long as the voluntary HOA is okay with it.
I volunteer to not give a rip. Yep.
If you paid your
I also have those
$65,
videos. I'm with HOA, and you got to move that political sign. It's like, fuck off, lady. You get the fuck out of my house.
No, it's my favorite thing to just knock on HOA,
I paid a
especially as an
shitload of
almost
money
40
for my
man that's
house,
never
and
going to
now
own
you
a
guys know
house.
what the fuck to do.
I apologize. I don't mean to rag on you guys.
No, they came to my house because they didn't like the siding I put up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they said, we can't do anything about it. I said, yes,
and
I
I'm
do.
just an old enough
we have
millennial
no
where I'm never
HOA
going to
in
own
my
a house.
neighborhood. We just worry about gunfire.
and it's
I'm federal in Florida, and it's not,
So good things going on
my
in
neighbor's
Denver.
love it. All right.
Do you got something for us this week,
Yeah,
Chuck?
I got a good thing going on because March 12th coming up, I will be playing here.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Nice.
Are we doing 3 awkward claps or are you playing with somebody else?
Gulch and they asked me to play, and I'm kind of excited.
Hell
So,
yeah, that's going to be awesome.
I don't know.
Also, if you've not grabbed your 3 awkward clap shirt yet of his solo project, that shirt is fucking fire. Like, it's so cool. I rocked that shit yesterday, and I got so many compliments on it. It is so cool. And also, shout out to the new Lions Lair shirt as well. I love the hot
like
pink.
that.
It's pink as punk, baby.
Pink as punk. I like it.
My friend Henry Gulch prints the shirts. But he's just
I've been saying that
phenomenal.
shit since 2003.
He makes his own guitars and stuff. So
Oh, dang.
the little cigar box shit.
Wow.
But
That's crazy.
he's a very cool
it's going to be
guy.
a really good gig. They're crazy, and I'm excited to see you play with them.
Yeah, they're kind of bizarro. So it should be a bizarro rockin' show.
Well,
But
and
I'm
another
excited
good-
for it. I mean,
Nice.
I mean, it's a full show for me, and
Yeah, you're doing the full set with them?
yeah, I'm
Hell
doing
yeah,
45 minutes.
Nice.
Full, yeah, I better.
Well, another
go
thing
and practice.
good going on in Denver is y'all's podcast. Like, give a shout out.
Every
Like,
Thursday.
Centennial's
Yeah.
close enough.
tell them where to find you and stuff, like, because we definitely want to shout that out.
Keith is he's the master of our whole social media presence. So,
But yeah, like,
so where
Which
are we?
means
Where can you
it's,
find us?
how do you?
How can
We
you find
talked
us?
about the name of the podcast. Is that the name on YouTube?
Yes,
It is.
that is Foxridge 2Night with the number 2 night.
Do you have
Right.
an Instagram or any other social media at this
No.
point? No.
Not yet.
Okay,
Okay,
gotcha. Great.
Pat will hook
Step
you
by
up with
step.
that.
I wanted to just get stuff launched. I'm also the audio guy. I do
You're the
all
main
that.
producer, the whole core of the whole
do
thing.
it, and so I do all that, and then we trust Steve to come up with amazing things to say.
And we can cut this out. Is there anything else that y'all are excited about going on in Denver?
I just want to say something. It's amazing that your business cards went to Demi.
Yeah, that's
It
still
was
mind blowing to
absolutely
me.
amazing
Just-
thing.
That's
going on
crazy
in
that
Denver.
That
that's
was the
how we ended up
craziest
here.
thing.
She runs the animal shelter and here, and just does incredible.
They're like, it's animal related. It's going to
I
Denver.
mean, she
and
like,
to that
which, by the way,
point,
Demi's
this is
animal
the one-
shelter supported.
And thank God for her, right? People that take care of animals.
She's
Wonderful,
so nice.
right?
She's
amazing.
wonderful. That's
Sweetheart.
why she became my partner.
Yep. And the other thing that came up is a lot of different things. So we're like, please tell me it's the Lions Lair. Because last April I was in here with my son and we met you and your wife sitting on the end of the bar.
I thought you looked familiar. Oh my God. Holy shit. That was you?
Yeah. So that's why I
Fuck,
said,
I'm the worst.
Small
I told you I was going to tell you, but I'll wait.
No, God
That's
damn
why
it. No. Like, literally, all memory just went shh.
right.
Like, you ever seen a movie like fast forward when somebody figures out their own life after having, like,
It's like, oh my God. Bruce Willis.
no, yeah, Steve, what's up, buddy?
No, my movie's blurred.
Oh my God.
movie's blurred.
Bruce Willis is dead? What?
No, nobody
Is
walked
that
up to
how
me and
movie
called me
was?
by my
Don't
name.
start
Like,
that.
God damn. Well, at least he got to meet the cooler half of me because Bridget's way fucking cooler than I am.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
I was saving.
That's
Do you
right.
actually remember?
That's
What are you
fucking
talking
right.
about? Come on.
No, I literally just had that full camera roll of memories just like come back to me.
I guess
Good to see you, buddy.
And that's why I couldn't say anything.
It's been a long
Sorry.
time.
I'm so sorry. No, I was trying to figure it out. There was just something that was sitting there, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck it is. I was even literally texting Bridget, like, there's something about these guys, I don't know what it is.
just 50 minutes, fleeting moments.
Yeah, no, I remember we were just sitting at the corner, like, no.
It's amazing. Bartending here for 35 years. I have people come up to me and they're like, "You don't remember me?
Yeah.
We hung out. We partied 10 years ago."
No, yeah, I seriously.
Oh
know.
yeah, hey,
dude.
I remember telling you about my wife's love for plants and like fucking everything else that we talked about. We talked about bands, I'm pretty sure,
we
for
did.
a bit and different shows. And like, damn,
His
man,
wife knows plants.
that's awesome. That's great. Well, that's really cool, Steve. Thank you for blowing my mind. No, like seriously, I have been so inside my own world with my day job and shit that literally blew my mind and just made me experience crazy.
Nice.
That was cool. Hell yeah,
That's
man.
cool.
Well, it's good to see you.
Yeah. Wait,
How is your son
I gotta ask a
doing?
question.
He's doing fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Did you ever play in bands?
Who, me?
Yeah.
A lot of them. Yeah.
Oh,
So I've been in bands now for probably
I forgot.
14, 15 years.
Yeah. What band are you in now? You in a band now?
Right now, the band is called Dead Cat Bounce. So
Bounce.
we play, it's a 7-piece. So it's a pretty big band.
You gonna play here?
I would love to.
All right, we'll squeeze you in.
What's your
We'll work
genre pocket? Like, kind of.
Well, in this group, it's funk, R&B, old time rock. So if you think of,
Fuck yeah.
if you think of Chicago, Toto.
How the hell do you not know Lake Street Dive, man? We got to have conversations. Especially considering we've been friends for a year. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
We get together once every
Apparently
11
kind of
months.
friends.
On the
Oh, hey, there you are.
Yeah. But then what I want to do is start a 3-piece or 4-piece hardcore punk band because that's the love.
was
I got
in
some
a-
people
I was
for
in
you.
a punk band.
So
That's the
You were.
lying bitch was born.
Rich will know the people
I was in a
to
band
hit up
called
about
Lying Bitch and
that.
Restraining Orders. Have you heard about them?
All right.
restraining orders and NDAs, my two favorite things.
Oh my
Right.
God.
No,
I got-
that's
I got
also the
thrown
name
out
of the band.
Canada
That's
for
the
a
name of the
year.
punk band, Restraining Orders and NDAs.
There you go. NDA, DNA, what's the
I
difference?
literally got thrown out of Canada for a year.
All right. I didn't do my good things going on in Denver.
Yeah, what's yours?
I actually have one that the first one is pretty cool. The second one's just kind of silly and stupid.
All right, let's
But
hear
the
'em.
first one is kind of cool is apparently this has been going on for a while. Is I love this headline that I found on the Denver subreddit is Denver area high school students partnered with Never Summer Snowboard Design to design real snowboard top sheets, and whoever gets voted the top one gets it actually produced. And it's all from they're technically in Lakewood, so maybe not Denver proper, but it is Warren Tech gets to do this project every year, and whoever wins gets their shit actually produced by Never, and I am really stoked about that, and that is so
insane.
cool.
That's cool.
So shout out to all those artists. Please go on the IG and go find that. Pretty sure it's probably under either the Never design or the Warren design or the Warren IG. Please go find that, and then that should be the picture that should be popping up on the live stream right now. If you guys want to see, like, these designs are actually really dope.
One of those decks
went away.
would look nice on your bar. Wouldn't that?
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It would.
so
and I've got
please
some
go
cool
jump
ski
in
chairs
and
the
then
back too.
and then buy one. And I
Oh,
love how
geez.
there's a thing in your podcast where you're talking about hitting slopes and stuff. I've lived here for 6 years and it's still have not gone snowboarding or skiing or even sledding.
That's
so
okay.
if you guys
It's
want to
in
link up,
Colorado's
and I
different.
would love to learn, because my only experience snowboarding is when I was 9 years old, so circa 98 or whatever. I lived in northern Idaho and convinced my local snowplow guy to blow all the shit into my yard from the neighborhood. Built a jump, and my dad and I waxed a piece of plywood with no bindings, and I would go do jumps with that shit. Now I'm almost 40, so my bones cannot tolerate that, but I'd like to actually learn how to actually snowboard. So if you guys wouldn't mind teaching me, that
Don't
would be
do it.
really cool.
We know about
I got a guy.
Yeah, we know.
All right,
I
sweet.
love to ski. I went snowboarding for about down the hill once, brought it back to the. I need skis.
The first time I snowboarded, I broke my foot. I'm a skier.
I love to ski. I'm a crazy skier.
I have a guy who, like, my best friend, Stephen, who I've mentioned multiple times on this podcast, he's a dude that just finds a way to put his entire body into trees. He's just that guy. Everybody's known that guy. That's what he's on. Yet he's committed.
He hasn't done the Sonny Bono yet?
I was going to say, we'll get him a Sonny Bono t-shirt. I was just saying the same thing. Nice.
And what's really funny is he's not going to be offended that I talk about him that way.
Well, that's good. That's a good friend.
He was also the best man at my wedding, and since we got married on Friday the 13th, wore a Jason mask and hid in the back of a bunch of our photos.
It's creepy. Your wedding photos.
I'll show you those afterwards. So the second thing I have that's good going on in Denver, which Pat will bring up on the stream here, is I love the title of this. Is you may not like it, but this is the peak Denver mail, and it's a guy on a Vespa in a plaid like overcoat like type thing with a backpack with a cat's head sticking out of the backpack, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is the kind of Denver man I want to be. That's awesome. So you guys want to take a look at that? That's definitely showing up.
That panda?
It's an actual cat's head. I think it's alive.
No, it's not a taxidermy cat's head. It's like that's the backpack for the cat. It's the backpack
that cat looks
for
a
the
little
cat.
bit pissed, but that's all right.
I mean, this hole may be
'cause
too
he's a
small for
cat.
how fluffy he is. As somebody who has a giant fluffy cat, the hole may be too small in the backpack. But
my brother used to write.
But that's also
his
that kind
Cocker
of shit is
Spaniel
why I
on his
fucking
Harley.
love this city. Is that you will also see that wild shit. It's not just Subarus and Huskies. Like you know,
It's Vespas and
is
cats.
there are cat
It's
lovers
true.
like us that roll around and be like, no, we're taking them everywhere.
I remember when the first times I worked there, a guy in a pink tutu came roller skating doing his pirouettes or whatever you call it, spin around.
Bridget,
And it was-
Colfax?
yeah, went
yeah.
right out. Yeah, I was working. My first day was like first. You know, yeah.
Bridget and I were on South Broadway literally yesterday. I went to go check at like this punk shop that has like black clothing for me. They don't. But we were walking around. We ended up walking to this weird antique store. But right in front, this lady comes out dragging this dog in a cart and being like, "Is this gorgeous like gray like Chino Chow like kind of like mix like." Chiba Chow kind of mix, and he's like, his legs don't work, so I just drag him around in this fucking cart all day, and he's just the happiest dude in the world. I'm like, hell yeah, can I pet your dog? She's like, fuck yeah, you can pet my
Nice.
dog. Like, that's the best moment in the world. Like,
The best part is the dog actually
is the
can
fact
walk.
that I didn't even have to ask before. She's like, the legs don't work. That's why he's in a cart. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Can I still pet him anyway? She's like, yeah, no, that's why I took the top off.
The convertible dog.
I literally the other day.
All he wants is attention. He can't go anywhere.
The other day I was coming to work and this girl looked just like a clown. She had like big red clown makeup and this weird outfit on, but she had bells around her ankle. It was just like dancing down, it's just flying. I don't know. I wish I knew her drug dealer for a day. It was like she was flying high. But
Also,
She was happy.
it's like
Happy.
whatever she took. As soon as she took it, she dressed herself.
Right.
And then she's like, let's go for a walk. Makeup was a little like, just a little off. Actually. And
she's-
I'm saying she looked
she
like
knew what was gonna happen.
She was fucked up.
Also,
But-
I dare you to be a friend of Colfax if you don't know the names of at least 3 homeless people. Like, because I do, and I love all of them.
Nice.
Like,
I've
you
saved
gotta
one
check
of
in with
those
your
lives
people and make
twice.
sure everybody's okay. You tell them to go get shelter at night. Like, we
cool.
really care about this area. While it can be rough at times, it's also so underappreciated.
Totally.
Like,
We had
it
a
is,
homeless
this is
guy
the
on
real
the
true
show.
heart of the city. It's the oldest road.
Well,
Yeah,
Like,
the longest
the
contiguous,
longest
right?
contiguous road.
we had a homeless guy, Grog, on the show. It was pretty inspirational.
No way.
He's been invited back and kicked out 4 times since then.
Okay.
He was talking
he's
about
consistent.
chasing raccoons.
He's also a homie of mine. I grab him every time I see him on the street.
Yeah, because
Chasing
apparently raccoons like to capture
We're still
silvery
trying to
stuff.
get Panda on. If you ever see him, you
like
know, he has a Panda
silver,
hat.
like shiny stuff.
Oh, I've seen that guy.
Yeah,
So when
Panda's
they're out of the
a
nest,
dope,
they'll look
human
at 'em and
being. My
find
boy
wings.
Dave is
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
out
yeah.
here. All right, shall we move on
Chasing
and let's get to the
the-
last section and
Yes.
wrap this thing up? It's been
yes,
such a
we
pleasure
should.
hanging
Oh
out
my
with
God,
y'all.
you guys
Appreciate it. Yes,
Thanks,
guys.
man.
Thank
And
you.
we
This
are
is great.
I literally got
Coming to
tears in
your-
my eyes
your
from laughing at the
bar.
fucking last section.
Anytime. And
Especially,
Your
like,
club.
I'm not going to get
It's a-
over
it's a club.
that reveal
It's a
for a
club.
hot fucking minute, Steve. I'm not going to get over
I was
that.
saving-
We're going to have to talk
Absolutely
about
saving
that
it.
massively after
it
this.
was real.
Like,
Yeah, we
shit.
okay.
So the last part, let's go.
Yeah, so last part is you guys get to ask us a question. You can do it individually. You can do it as a group. Could
You ask
be
the first one, I'll ask the second one.
Okay.
However you want to
That
do it.
sounds
Ask each of us a separate
Now,
question.
I'm
the
gonna-
same question.
I'm
ahead,
gonna
Adam.
I'm gonna turn it around though because of the Sombrero of Destiny. If I can throw a wrench in the gears here
Please do.
for them. So, but you guys go first.
We love wrenches.
Yeah. So you guys go first though.
Duck, dodge, dive, and
Dip, duck, and
Dip,
dive, and
dive and dodge.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Okay.
Yeah, just
All right.
deep dodgeball references. Let's not worry about our Judd Apatow
yeah,
love.
whatever. Yeah, right.
Okay,
It's
first
amazing
question.
how these
Oh no, that's
questions are
Adam
made.
McKay. Fuck.
Same difference. Depending who you ask.
Okay.
Just
First
don't ask
question.
Shit, McKay.
We'll start with you.
Sure, why not?
Okay. First concert, not the first concert you wanted to go
First
to,
concert
just the
you went
very
to.
first concert you went to.
I was 12 years old, and my brother Dave had to take me to the concert. He was like 16, and he was dating this girl that had worked for, I think it was May DNF or something back then.
Yeah, I
but
remember
they
that.
had a concert thing. She ran the printed out the tickets.
Oh,
so
teletix
people
or
would wait in
Datix?
line
Yeah.
forever. We'd have our tickets, and I went and saw Jefferson Airplane.
You
Grace Slick.
son of a
Concert?
bitch. I never knew that.
I'm old, motherfucker. And Grace Slick, I was 12 years old. Grace Slick's in front of me. Saying, one pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. She starts sweating. She's got this black sheer thing on.
Fucking weak.
First
He
natural
does this
tits
to me.
I ever saw in my life. Oh my God. I was just like, and I'm having people handing me joints and Buddha bags.
Yeah.
Dude, I just got it.
And 12-year-old Chuck
Every
is in
week
heaven,
he
right?
does this
I mean-
bullshit to me. It's where we've been friends for 5 fucking years and he just drops some
me and Mark
fucking.
did
I know,
this
how do you
shit
drop
on
that? That's
concerts,
crazy.
man.
There you go.
Dude, that's kind of crazy. All right.
That's a great one.
That's-
oh
That
my
is a-
Yeah.
God. It was,
Mine's not nearly as cool.
So what's
it
yours,
was
Travis?
so much
Mine's
fun.
not nearly as
Travis.
cool. So it's a 2-part answer because let's qualify what counts as a
That's a
concert.
great question.
My mother competed competitively in a cappella.
Doesn't count.
Shut up, Thorne. My mother competed competitively in a cappella choirs and Sweet Adelines and shit like that growing
Okay,
up.
yeah.
Placed internationally. So I grew up going to those. My first actual like rock concert I can kind of I remember going to, which you guys I know love some late 70s, early 80s hair metal. Is my first show was Y&T.
No way.
Oh my God.
That's a good
I
one.
went to
though.
Y&T as my
What?
first one
That's
because my friend who got me into metal he was like, you're gonna hate this, but I'm gonna take you to Y&T, and I loved it. Like, don't get me wrong, like it's so in my wheelhouse. But then we went and saw Dream Theater the next day, and I was like, that was my real shit that I was into. But Y&T was the first time I ever smelled weed in a concert venue. So I was like 14 or 15 years old. So yeah.
Older, and so Ozzy and Randy Rhoads was my first concert.
Yeah,
There you go.
Nobody asked you.
If you don't know Lions Lair and Mark is working, come talk to him. You'll hear the craziest show stories you will ever hear. That man has seen everyone in Denver for
And in May, we're
longer than
going
you've
on
been alive.
Mark and
Like,
Tony's
it's
Big
amazing.
Adventure. 2.
Classic. And
All
you-
right.
So Keith, your first
Crazy.
one. Just real quick. Fire it off.
David Bowie, Station to Station.
You son of a bitch.
I was 10 years old.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
I know. It was
Fuck,
an
yeah,
incredible
no,
concert.
I agree with
I never
everybody
saw
that just
Bowie.
came from the bar saying "fuck you."
I know.
Oh God,
Yes.
my wife and I had to have a whole funeral when he
Gotta
died.
say
Like,
fuck yes.
It was
like,
brutal.
oh my
It was-
God!
Right after
was-
Black
it
Star
was
came out,
crazy. And-
2 days later.
Yeah.
2 days later.
like,
So my
so-
first one was John Denver and Starland Vocal Band. I was also 10
Hell
years
yeah.
old. My sister's birthday.
That's amazing.
I was listening to the special on John
Afternoon
Denver.
Delight.
And,
That's amazing.
He was playing by himself, and he played with this couple, and they wrote most of his music and did backup vocals for him and everything.
Yeah, and they wrote Country Roads.
Yeah, and just like but anyways,
It's a weird fun fact that I don't know if
I
I've
have
ever
a question
dropped.
for you guys,
Sorry,
all
go
of
ahead.
you. What is a concert where somebody invited you to and you didn't want to go, but it turned out to be fucking amazing?
Oh shit!
That's a great
I'm normally
That's
the
a
guy
good
that
question.
does that, so that's tough.
I'm telling you, I just
you're the one.
Yeah, no, I'm the guy that drives
I was
people to
in Ohio.
stuff. Y&T was definitely one of them, but
right.
oh shit! Actually, you know what? I got one from my wife. Is a band that I kind of like because she was listening to them a lot, and they're still a current band. I'm hoping that they're coming out with a new album this year and we'll start touring. Is Two Door Cinema Club. If you have not listened to them, they're just fantastic rock pop that has good writing, both lyrically and musically. Their live show is insane. We went and saw them at Mission like 2 years ago. Blew my mind. Like, so
didn't
shout out
wanna
to
go?
Bridget for
Wait.
that one. Like,
That's a great show. That's a great show. What about you?
I went to, I was in Ohio, and my cousin's like, I got us tickets to Cyndi Lauper. I'm like,
oh, hell yeah,
fucking
dude.
not going. I don't get. And she's like, you fucking going. And like, me and my brothers went.
Yes, you're going.
And oh my God, if I had known
Tore
how
the
many
house
beautiful
down,
women were
I'm
going to be
assuming.
there. And like, oh, they just want to have. Oh my God, she's a fucking amazing. I had never been to a concert where this one person on stage had every single fucking person's attention.
Yep.
Like everybody. And she was amazing.
She's a
I
hell of
just-
a singer, a beautiful woman, and she had to dumb herself down to be
And she has
popular.
that energy. Just
I just, like, if you go to her concert, you better get ready to fucking dance. I don't know. She's about to be my age. I don't know.
So Chuck
But,
just wants to have
oh my
fun.
God, it was so much. It was just like, I do not want to go. I fucking hate that. And then after the show, I was like, well, I bought her album.
I got it too. I admit. I got it.
I'm pissed because I didn't get a T-shirt.
the more
I
I've been
do.
sitting here, the more I remember our interaction at the bar, and the more I'm pissed at myself, not at you, at myself.
It's kind of a good question. I mean, when
Because this
somebody
is also
invites you
what
to
we
a concert,
did. We were
you're like,
sitting
I
there, we
don't
were
want
talking
to
about fucking
go.
shit.
Oh, we did. So Keith, what's yours? What's yours?
So I can't think of one that I did want to go to because if I don't want to go, I usually don't because I'm a dick.
Yeah.
But
well, that's true. He
there
is-
was one. Thank you.
They agree, he is
got
a
a little
dick,
backup
right?
from the peanut gallery back there. There was one though that really surprised me, and that was the Foo Fighters, because the recorded stuff is good, but the live show blew me away. It like
Fucking
made
amazing.
me.
Yeah, I mean, it's all
way
based off
bigger
of
fan.
Dave Grohl's energy, you know,
It's
and he found the
insane.
right group of people.
It was
like-
crazy, and even when he he was at Red Rocks and he's like had to do the traditional how the fuck
well,
do you
and
guys
which
breathe
show
here?
was it? What year?
Hey, Thorne, we got to get the Food Fighters here.
Yeah, who
You got
knows the
their
connection
number?
for Dave Grohl? But like, because I remember hearing on the podcast that you saw them early on.
that was me. Yeah.
That
No,
was
it
you
him.
saw them early
Yeah, it
on.
wasn't me. It was him.
Okay, so it was you.
So it
Okay,
was
for
it
this
was pretty
one.
recently. It was in the last I don't know 10, 15 years.
So when I saw
Okay.
I saw him,
Yeah.
it was 95. So literally, that
Yeah,
first
I
tour.
remember you.
Yeah.
I remember that clip
Yeah.
on your podcast of like
Yeah.
post Nirvana. They just released like
Just
yeah.
Pat Smear was with him, and Eddie
Yeah.
Vedder's band, Wife's band, Hovercraft.
Well, and you
opened
saw
up.
him still with Hawkins before he passed. I assume.
Yeah,
Thorne,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the first
was
one I went
insane.
to like that, I didn't say no, but my friends and I, we were in a bowling league. We finished our 3 lines. We're on about our 5th beer, and we're like, if we leave now at the Gothic Theater, is Social Distortion. So we
How
flew
was
down.
that show?
That was probably 1990, 89 or 90.
Love that show.
I could appreciate the leave here thing, is we were literally doing the podcast last week and we had to bump it up about an hour early because I had to go see a show at the Gothic
Oh,
to go see
nice.
a band
Okay.
that I've been wanting to see for like 10 years. And
And that's what you do. You just go, you
Yeah.
know what? Let's go. That's why you see like 30 shows in a month.
yep. Exactly.
Or
You
a
find a
year.
way to
A
make it
year,
work.
yeah.
And then there's times where you're like,
And a month would
oh,
be
it's 4
beautiful.
shows
That'd be
this
amazing.
week. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But I'm gonna go because we spent all this money and I want to
Money.
see them. And you're half shit at your job, you're half shit in your relationship, and you're like, we gotta go.
But then someone tells you Y&T is playing at the Greeley Stampede.
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm going.
I was just thinking, the greatest concert I ever saw was Willie Nelson at Red Rocks.
That's amazing.
Oh, that'd be-
Because I was with a guy, and
Talk
he's
about
like,
Fort
we got to
Winnie.
go there 3 hours before the concert and hang out in the parking lot.
I
Oh,
mean,
you'd
it
hope
The
is-
parking lot was
That would
absolutely
be-
insane. Beautiful
That would
women,
be amazing.
everybody dancing, everybody's playing
All right.
Willie, and then all of a sudden everybody's gone. I'm all like, oh shit, the concert started.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Chuck, I didn't mean to cut you off, but Steve, you still
No,
haven't
sir.
even asked your question. We were just doing this in circles
All
on
right,
your
we're
question.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, which
Steve's
is great.
question.
That's
So-
a good question.
So we had
That
the
is-
first question is what's the first one you went to? The second question is what's the first one that you chose to go to? So the first one that was your choice, because I went because it was my sister's birthday, right? And
Yeah.
you got drugged along because of something else. So what's the first one you chose?
Well, the first one I wanted to go to was so many that I couldn't go to due to either money or parents' conservatism. But the first one I chose to go to is I grew up as a I love deep, aggressive, good music, and so like I was a huge Zeppelin fan, Hendrix fan. Hendrix is still one of my favorite things, and like so I grew up as a prog metal fan, and so Dream Theater was Dream Theater was
a great song.
Oh my
Amazing
God!
song.
And then when they switched
so
guitar,
old.
I mean, keyboardist said Jordan Rudess, like they just did this, and so I got to catch them at some great years when they were still doing this. And then I see them now here, and they're all out of breath due to the elevation and age, and it's awesome because I got to see them multiple times throughout the years. And actually, I want to shout out one of my favorite times I ever saw them was back-to-back nights with Queensryche. Which was so much fun.
That's cool.
And the first night we saw him was in Concord, California, and Jeff Tate did the first verse and chorus of "Pull Me Under,"
Right?
and then the
Amazing.
next
So they
night,
just pulled them all in.
and then the next night was James LaBrie doing Jeff Tate's "Take Hold the Flame" and hit that high note, and then took it another half octave higher in back-to-back nights. And like
How do you do
if,
that,
if,
right?
if you know the Colfax Cookie Monster, we all just actually literally saw Jeff Tate last weekend at Ogden, and it was so much fun.
Which is perfect. Like,
And he was doing the entire Operation Mindcrime album, which was so much fun.
that's
So
incredible.
if you know Queensryche, that was really great. And then just to shout out a show that if not enough of you went to, because it was pretty much sold out, but it was one of the most mind-blowing shows I've been to in a long time, was at the Gothic. And I saw Open Mike Eagle and open for Clipping, who, if you know Clipping and David Diggs and his work and his friends, was one of the most mind-blowing shows I've ever seen in my life of just pushing what music can be and like live production and talent.
Incredible.
Just the whole place just losing its mind of they're all very extremely successful and this is their passion project. Like some of these people have won Tonys and Emmys and shit, and this is just like what they do for fun.
And they're down like
The last
50
time they
blocks
played here,
that
they
way,
played at
right?
Larimer Lounge because they do better in Europe than they do here. And I'm like, why?
Wow.
So
cool.
I'd love talking about that after. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but we pushed the show early last week, so I was like, I got to get to the fucking Gothic.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm
Listen,
sitting
I
here
gotta
like thinking, my brother Dave took me to so many fucking great shows, but the first show that I remember buying tickets to, me and four of my friends, we went and saw Foghat.
Slow ride.
Oh my God, my friend Rick, I hope you're still alive. I love you, brother. But he was sitting next to a speaker and his ear blew out. Dude, it was so loud. Like when they were doing it's loud, and everybody's just like,
Ooh, quick question. Don't go
It
into the
was
story. What is
crazy.
the loudest show you ever been to?
Oh shit.
both.
Foghat is clearly
Same
here.
answer. I can't.
It had to be
Give me a
130.
sec.
Mine's the Ramones at
Yeah.
Rainbow Music Theater. It was so loud. We were like right on the stage. So loud. You'd have to go home and put on the radio so your ears stopped ringing so you could go to sleep.
Mine was an underground warehouse electronic show that my friends and I threw in. Despite as much as we talked to them, they redlined the system the whole fucking night and almost broke half of it. I've never been able to hear it the same way since.
Yep.
We had two local bands. I got to bring them both up. because if I don't, one's going to be pissed at the other. But the Rock Tots and the Hounds.
Oh, I was telling you about the
My
Rock
God,
Dots.
they would bring in their own
Hounds are
sound
so
system,
good.
Right.
And I was worried the windows were going to blow out.
Start getting that flex on
Oh,
it.
and now we have a decimal meter. Thank
That's
God.
right. That's why it's the block.
That would have went. Oh my God! I was like pushing against. It was so loud. You put in earplugs and it was still so loud.
So the Rock
That's
Dots version
insane.
of Stepping Stone that's classic. I was
Yeah.
telling you about them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they bring
Oh.
it. They had 5,000 watts of monitor.
Okay, last
Back in the old
question.
days.
Last question. We're going to rapid
Phenomenal.
fire this, and then we're
Okay.
going to end it.
Yes, we got you.
Venues
Okay.
that are currently still functioning besides the Lions Lair that any band you're going to go grab a show to. What is the favorite venue? I will go first, and it's due to functionality of somebody who used to run events and sound system. I'm going Mission. They're new, but they built it very, very well. Lions Lair doesn't
show.
count,
It's
by the
really
way.
awesome.
I'm going Mission just because that's incredibly built well. The sound's insane.
High Dive.
High Dive, amazing.
I got a lot of friends there, so when I go see shows, I usually go there.
All right.
Well, I love the Gothic
Or
because
Skylark.
I agree.
The
'Cause you can-
Skylark.
Yeah.
the bar is there. You can sit in the back. You can still see, and it's not that far
Got
away.
that old feel to it.
Yep, it does. Yep.
Skylark.
And yeah, my first thought was the Mission. Like, you can get a drink right away. You can go to the bathroom.
There's no
And
lines.
There's no lines anywhere.
And you can sit anywhere. Like we just saw SDS9
sound
there. Was
system's
phenomenal.
insane.
Yeah,
Saw
it was
Jack
so
White
good.
there.
No, I agree. Well, it was a pleasure having you guys on.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Thanks, Travis. Chuck,
Yes.
Close us out.
All right, this has been episode 59 of Laxin at the Lair. I'm Chuck Gibson, and my co-host.
Travis Dowdy with our two wonderful guests.
That was a very good.
And remember, people, stay,
Stay
foxy.
foxy.
Thank you guys so much.